journey at the Aveda Institute to become an esthetician. Yes, it is day 2, and yes, this is the first time you are seeing me, and that's because day 1 was a theory day. I think I've disclosed this in week 3, but theory days are probably the most boring and intense days of the week. Basically, we take theory days to go over the book, do study guides, do little like in-class projects that help us review for the test or review for the chapter. We don't really do any hands-on stuff. So those I really don't like to film in the classroom at all. And usually because they're theory days, I don't really feel the need to have a kind of sit-down vlog like this because there's nothing to really talk about besides knowledge stuff, which is kind of boring, honestly. So I don't really feel the need to vlog on those days sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, if I don't get on here at least once, I don't have any content for you. So of course I wanted to show my face, say hey, let you guys know what's going on. Yesterday was a theory day, but I'll still give you guys a quick update on at least what we're talking about. And starting this week, we are starting microbiology and infection control. So this one, so far, it's a really intense chapter. There's a lot of vocabulary, there's a lot of terminology to remember, and it's a really, really long chapter, but it's a very important chapter as well. Obviously, in the beauty industry, when you're working in a salon, when you're working with clients and people, and it involves invasive procedures and transferring of products to the face and your hands on their skin and on their face, we need to be clean. And that's on period. We need to be clean in the salon, we need to be clean personally, and we have to prevent the spread of bacteria, viruses, diseases, all of that. So this is a very important chapter, so I've really been buckling down and paying attention to all of this because it's critical. We started infection control and microbiology. Yesterday in class, we spent the entire day doing that. We did a little fun kind of in-class project. We worked in groups and created like poster boards of how diseases can spread in the salon or spa and how to prevent doing that. So we did that. That was cool. And basically we just studied, did some study slides and all of that good stuff to kind of get the content in our mind, even though I was a good noodle and I already started the chapter over the weekend. So I kind of had a good idea of some of it, but some of it was fresh because I didn't get through all of it because, girl, it's a long chapter. It's a really long chapter. Today, we are actually going to be doing some hands-on. We're supposed to be doing the rituals of renewal today, which is an Aveda thing. It's basically a few, it's like a couple of they're called rituals that we do to just make the client comfortable, make them feel relaxed. It's a couple of massage pieces, and we're gonna learn how to properly do those. We actually touched on them a little bit when we were in the first 2 weeks with the cos girls and the nails girls. We actually did kind of touch on those already. So I guess now that we're SD, because this is mostly something that we do in the spa, and of course we're learning massage, sorry guys, my camera cut off. Someone was calling me. Like I was saying, we're gonna go in depth with these rituals. So we're supposed to be doing that today in the spa, and I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I love hands-on. Ooh. It just feels so natural for me. Everything we do hands-on, it just flows so naturally, and it feels so great doing it. Like, I can't explain it. Like, this is truly what I was made for. This is truly what I was made to do. Like, that's how it feels. So I love hands-on. I'm so excited for today. It's gonna be so much fun. I'll try and get as much footage as I can. I'll definitely insert all of that. I'll probably be back later tonight to check in. But if not, sorry guys, and I'll definitely insert any footage I have of today. That's gonna conclude this one, guys. Day 2, week 5, here we go.
Always holding the arm, okay, and then you're bringing it back, and you're just holding it just like this, okay, and it should feel comfortable for the guest. And then once you do that, you're going to want to do, again, those kneading motions on the underarm. You want to get the whole underarm. So you go up and just cover the whole underarm. Hopefully
You're so cute, Bethany.
She's like, she's ready for that picture.
Okay. So once you get that whole underarm, you're just gonna go ahead and pull back. Give it a little tug. Keep it straight. Pull it to the side. Use good ergonomics here, okay? Don't be harder on your body than you have to be.
Bethany's like, oh my god.
All right, and then you're gonna come down. And then gently place your hand back down.
Are you relaxed right now? No, I'm always tense. You're like so. I'm always tense. Like you'll like again. I'm gonna have so many tense spots.
Pressure on the upward stroke to get a good stretch in the Achilles tendon. Hold the foot just below the toes and make sure to go slowly, paying close attention to the range of motion.
Lindsay, just relax and let me do this, okay?
I'm dead. Lindsay's over there stressed.
This sets a chain reaction in motion, allowing
Oops, sorry.
and naturally moves toward balance. Deposits can be painful to the person you are massaging. They are believed to be calcium deposits that have settled beneath the skin surface at the nerve endings. Repeat this movement several times, massaging the heel to the tip of the large toe. This helps to relieve congestion in the foot and keep your thumb as straight as possible.
Is there, ladies and gentlemen, at Legacy?
Yep.
It's are you familiar with Legacy? So like when you first join in, it's like
I second that.
I'm gonna make my boyfriend do this more often and be like, listen, I have
Go on the
videos
go on
to
the
show you.
Aveda learning path. We're gonna go over this for you.
I'm about to show you. Like,
Does that feel alright?
ooh, that feels so good.
Really? I have to work on
Emily, I'm jealous. How did you do that so well?
that. Swaddling?
I struggled so bad.
Did your daughters like swaddling?
No, they hated it. I think that's why.
Oh, it's so warm.
Oh my god, that feels so good.
Alright. I feel like that went by super fast. And then felt like I was doing this.
Right?
Really? Not taking that. You can be like an NBA basketball player.
Okay, so first I'm going to start out with brushing the hair. Okay, so I hold the hair like in a ponytail and I start at the ends because we don't want to rip knots through the hair. So we're going to start at the ends. We're going to hold the hair so it doesn't tug on our scalp. We don't want to pull our hair. I'm just going to go a little bit higher. Just let me know if I'm hurting you. To get closer to the scalp. And firstly, I'm just brushing through the hair. I'm not really doing any sort of technique. Just getting all the knots out. So now I'm gonna start what's called therapeutic brushing. So I'm gonna start on the side of the head, and I'm gonna take the brush, press it against your scalp, and I'm going to circle small circles close to the scalp and brush through. And there shouldn't be any knots. There might be some, but should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the side of the head. I'm gonna go to the center of the head. Small circles on the scalp. And then brushing through. Go to the other side of the head. Feel free to just brush through as needed. just try and get all areas of the head. Getting further down towards the crown. We'll do 3 little circles. To do what's called shampoo movements. So you're just like you're shampooing your own head. You're taking like the tips of your fingers and you're just massaging the head like that. Okay. Each finger is doing little circles and you're just moving your hands across the head. Is the pressure okay?
Mm-hmm.
To work that for a little bit. So now we're going to pull on the hair a little bit, but we're going to want to take big sections of the hair, so to not pull her hair so that it's going to hurt her or cause her any pain. So I'm going to start at the sides of the head. Okay, I'm going to twist my fingers around a large portion of hair, and I'm going to gently tug, and this just releases tension. Okay, then I'm going to take 2 more sections on both sides of the head, moving closer towards the crown. Make sure they're bigger sections. Twist the hair around your finger, gentle tug. Usually do 1 section up here and 1 section on the crown, and that covers all areas of the head. Do like zigzag movements with our thumb. So I'm just turning our head so you can see. So you're going to start here. You're going to use both of your thumbs and do a crisscross motion towards the back of the head. And then you're just going to go over to the section you didn't touch yet, and you're just going to go across the whole head like that. This pressure stimulates hair growth as well. From the ears, and just a straight line from both ears, and where they meet is the crown. So find that spot, and you're going to do a circle with one of your thumbs. So it's going to go like from a big circle down into a smaller circle, like that. So big, large circles, smaller. If I feel a tug, I'll just hold that piece and brush it out. So if someone has like super curly hair, or if somebody has super curly hair or like hair that can't be brushed, you would just skip the brushing step and then spend extra time on the other steps, like shampoo movements or that thumb cross hatching that I was showing you. You can spend more time on pulling the hair a little bit. Yeah, you would just take brushing out. At the end, what I like to do after brushing is just do one last tug while holding all of the hair. Just slide down. Okay.
Hi guys, and welcome to day 4 of week 5 of my journey at the Aveda Institute to become an esthetician. Okay y'all, so I know I have literally only vlogged 2 days this week out of 4, which is a 5 out of 10, which is a fail. This week was weird. I had a lot going on personally, and then also school was just a lot this week. So I really just wanted to focus on school. I feel like the past couple weeks when I've been vlogging, even though I've only posted 2 weeks, but the past couple weeks when I've been vlogging, my mind was so set on having to think about the vlog after school or before school that I didn't really have a chance to just tune myself into school. And because this chapter is so intense and it's so much information and it's so much vocab, I really just wanted to focus on that. And also we're learning a lot of stuff, hands-on stuff, and I really wanted to also really just wanted to focus and put my energy all into that. So thankfully it is Thursday now, so this is the end of the school week. So now I do have the freedom and the clarity to come on and formally vlog for you guys. Don't get it twisted though. Just because I didn't sit down in front of you guys and vlog does not mean I didn't get any footage for you, which I'm going to show you guys all of that right now. So yeah, yesterday we did that. We did first aid, and we also did a review of the chapter, which is microbiology and infection control. We kind of just did a little bit of a review over what we've already covered, because this chapter is freaking ridiculous, man. Girl, this chapter is something else. A really long chapter. So we just kind of did a quick review because Anna just kind of wanted to see where we all were at as far as the information and how we've been processing it. And also, after we finished the review, we just practiced on our Daria heads for stuff we've learned so far, which was good. Of course, we always need all the hands-on practice we can get, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing when it comes to test outs and stuff. Today was so much fun. Today was so much fun. I love getting in the spa. I look forward to spa days. I look forward to hands-on, because every time I'm doing it, it just feels so right. It just feels so natural, and it's so much fun. Gosh damn it, my hair. The group of girls that I'm in school with, I just love them. I love them. So girls, if you're watching this, which a lot of you probably are, because you guys love me and show me love, I just love you guys, and I'm so happy to be going through this whole experience with you guys. Just thank you for being so wonderful and so accepting of my crazy ass. We got into the spa today and we covered a couple of things. We learned a couple things today. So the first thing that we actually learned and started the day off with was neck and shoulders massage. So basically Anna did a demo for us. She showed us how it should look and the techniques we should follow for it. And then of course we went and performed it in pairs, taking turns on one another. Girl, that neck and shoulders massage feels so good. It was amazing. I liked performing it too. It was so relaxing. I just thought it was great. But I'll insert that clip here for you now so you can see the demo of the neck and shoulders massage.
This thing is not Velcro, is that Greg?
Probably an older one.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a newer one.
Oh.
Well, it's not very good.
They need to get one with a button.
What I want somebody to do, or you can take turns doing, just read the description before I perform the movement, just because I want you guys to really get the full effect of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I mean, the words sometimes help bring it all together rather than just watching.
Gently place. That's the description, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I'm reading the right thing. Gently place the palms of the hands on the midline of the décolleté, forming a triangle with the thumbs and index fingers that rest in the hollow of the clavicle. Invite the guest to take a deep breath. As the guest exhales, lean forward using your body weight to apply firm pressure to the upper chest. Release the pressure as the guest inhales. Avoid applying any pressure with your thumbs. Repeat 3 times.
Okay, so I'm first applying the oil. I don't think it says that in there. And I want a good slip. So if everyone could see how much oil I have in my Gokarna, it's still not even that much. A little bit does go a long way. Oops. But this is the massage focus that uses the most amount of product, I would say, just because you're covering a large area. Okay, so Abby, I want you to take 3 deep breaths. So you're pressing down on the chest as she's breathing out. You're pushing that stale air out. Okay? Alright, so somebody read the next section.
Bilaterally effleurage from the midline, moving across the décolleté to the shoulders. Pause at the shoulders and gradually push the shoulders back towards the treatment table, then down towards the hips. Effleurage down the inside of the arm and then around the elbow. Effleurage back up the outside of the arm to the occipital hollow. Perform 3 rotations at the occipital hollow.
Okay, so I know that's kind of a mouthful, but this is what it's going to be looking like, okay? So you just completed those 3 deep breaths, and then you're just immediately transitioning across the décolleté. You're pushing down on the shoulders, okay? And you're just mirroring on both sides. You're going down to that elbow, using pressure, okay? You're coming up. You're using both hands. You're going behind the neck. One hand is circling under that occipital hollow. So the occipital is at the very top of the neck and at the base of the head. You'll feel a little bit of a hollow, like an indent, and that's where you want to rub, just like that, okay, on that hollow. 3 rotations. Okay, next step.
Secure the guest's head with the left hand and slightly turn the guest's head to the left. Transition the palm of the right hand behind the guest's right earlobe, resting under the jawline. Effleurage down the side of the neck, pausing for a moment at the shoulder. Gently stretch the shoulder away from you, releasing tension in the neck and shoulder. Release the stretch and continue to effleurage down the inside of the arm and around the elbow. Effleurage up the outside of the arm to the occipital hollow. Perform 3 rotations at the occipital hollow. Transition the hands and secure the guest's head in your right hand. Repeat on the left side.
Okay, so what that is saying, so you're going to actually take the head and cradle it with your other arm, just like this. And you're going to start the movement out right here, below the ear and at the jawline. And as you're pushing with this hand downward, you're pulling up with the hand that is cradling the head. So it's giving a nice stretch to that neck and the shoulder. And you're doing just half of a upper body hug. You can look at it that way. Okay. And you're doing those 3 rotations. Pulling with this hand that's holding the head, pushing with this hand that is going down the arm, and coming back up. And then it's going into that occipital hollow. You're doing 3 rotations. Let's do read the next step.
Maintaining contact, transition the hands to the base of the neck. Rest the palms of the fingers on the upper décolleté and the thumbs on the upper, what was it?
Trapezius.
Trapezius. Perform a deep back and forth movement across the back of the shoulders with the thumbs. Perform circular movements across the back of the shoulders with the thumbs.
Mm-hmm. So what is that saying? So you're coming up from that half upper body hug, right? And then you're just immediately transitioning into this. So your fingers are at the décolleté and your thumbs are at the back of the shoulders. And what you're doing is you're just doing like a windshield wiper movement with your thumbs, back and forth. And you want to keep your wrists neutral during this, because you don't want to do this and you don't want to do this, because that's going to really put a strain on your wrists. So you want to make them as neutral as you can, and using your arm strength, your actual whole arm strength, to work those shoulders. You're not using your thumbs alone, and you're not using your wrist alone. Using your whole upper body. Your fingers and wrists will thank you for it. So the massage is on the shoulders, on the thumbs. You're not really doing much with your fingers except kind of anchoring yourself there. And then you're going to flip like this, and you're going to do circular motions with your fingers, and then your thumb is just going to rest there. And you're going to use that as an anchor. You're going to do that for a little bit. He wants to read the next
movement too. Effleurage the pads of the fingers around both shoulders. Continue to massage the trapezius with flat fingers. Transition the fingers to make a loose fist and continue to massage the trapezius with the back of the fingers and knuckles.
Okay, so this is what you're transitioning to. Okay, you're just gonna make a loose fist. You're not like putting the full weight of your fist on them, because naturally your fist has more pressure. But you're just gonna work the top of the shoulders this way, up into the neck a little bit. Is that pressure okay? You can add in some circular movements there if you want, just so that it's flowing. And the next step,
transitional upper body hug. Maintain contact and gently transition the guest's head back to the center. Effleurage up the back of the neck to the occipital hollow, can't talk today, with palms facing up. Bilaterally, effleurage to the back of the earlobes. Bilaterally, effleurage under the jawline toward the midline using the edges of the little finger, sides of the palms. Bilaterally, effleurage down the sides of the neck. Transition to the resting position on the midline of the décolleté. Bilaterally, effleurage from the midline moving across the décolleté to the shoulders. Pause at the shoulders and gradually push the shoulders back toward the treatment table and then down towards the hips. Effleurage down the inside of the arm and then around the elbow. Effleurage back up the outside of the arm to the occipital hollow. Perform 3 rotations at the occipital hollow. That is a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
What?
So this is what you're doing, okay? Bilaterally, both sides. You're just doing an upper body hug. Okay, just like that.
So just one time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's kind of like one full rotation, finishing it off.
Yeah, so yeah, the upper body hug, it's like a transitional move. Yeah. So that is it. It's pretty straightforward. Does anybody have any questions straight off the bat?
Yeah. Neck and shoulders is also a part of the body scan process, which is basically the massage portion. In the consultation, we kind of have to probe with our guests to ask them, like, what did you want me to focus on? You know, like for the massage, like, do you want neck and shoulders, feet, you know, whatever. And then based on whatever they choose, that will be the massage portion of the facial. So we kind of had to learn all of those, and neck and shoulders concluded massage. So that was really fun. And of course, felt amazing, so relaxing. All of us did great. It was very natural for all of us, which is good. It's obviously a good thing. So that's what we did first. Now, after we concluded neck and shoulders massage, we actually moved on to lymphatic drainage. I kind of still don't understand what it is. After exfoliation for certain facials, we do the lymphatic drainage, and it's just a series of movements with dry brushes, and I did get a portion of it filmed, of course, and I did a demo for us, so I'll insert that so you guys can kind of see what that looks like, because it's very hard to explain.
All right, so we're starting off. All right, so step one, that is our décolleté sweep, okay? So first, we're starting out right here. So it's like kind of like in the axillary area. So we're just going to do 3 sweeps, okay? So we're sweeping from here out. We're then going more towards like the collarbone here, sweeping out, and then we're going to be going in the center, then sweeping out, okay? And that's all we're doing on the décolleté, okay? So then we are doing the neck sweep. So we want to pump first and then drain second, and by draining, we are sweeping. These brushes are all wet because we had clinic today. They will be dry when you perform this. They should be dry, but for this, it's okay. So what we're going to be starting out as is the sternal notch. So do you see that little hollow here? We're gonna place the brushes there, and we're just gonna pump. And all of this is very gentle. Lymph sits near the surface of the skin, not any deeper. If we press too hard, we're gonna stimulate the muscle and not even affect the lymph. So we wanna be very gentle. We're just doing light pumps, okay? 3. And then we're sweeping 3 times. Okay, we're going a little bit further out, about here, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we're gonna go even farther out, about here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this step 3, the jaw sweep, is the part that's not in your video. What that is just this: you start here, and then you flick your brushes downward and just go off the shoulders, okay? So you're just doing one final sweep to just drain all that lymph. Okay, so then we are doing the chin sweep. So you're starting here, and you're just brushing off the chin. Okay, then we do our upper lip sweep. Okay, that is just this, or the Fu Manchu, we call it. Okay, so that's one time. Then our nose sweep. Okay, and then our cheek sweep. So we start down here, okay? And I'm just gonna go 3, 2, 3, okay? And then our forehead sweep. Do that twice. Okay, and after that, we're gonna do our final sweep.
This portion I really did not like. I found no joy in it. I thought it was awkward and it felt weird to perform, and I don't know. I don't get it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get that. I think it's dumb as hell. But it is a thing, and we do have to memorize that to a T for test outs. So it's important. I didn't like it, but I'll probably get used to it and adjust to it, just as I am everything else. So that one was weird. But after lymphatic drainage, we ended up working on skin balancing. So basically, Anna asked us, what do you think that means? And essentially, it means what it sounds like. It's basically just balancing the skin back out, making it look and return back to its natural state. What your skin is made out of is water and oil. So essentially, in this portion of the facial, we're just putting those things back on the guest's face. So essentially, it was just kind of doing some massage movements, adding oil, adding water, and voila. Actually, this is the finished look. This was the last thing we did for the day, so I got it performed on me, and honestly, it's such a beautiful look. Like, I feel like all of us were just glowing afterwards, and it was I loved that. I loved the skin balancing. I liked performing it, and I liked how it felt. It felt very calming and relaxing. But I'll insert a clip of the demo that Anna did go ahead and give us before we got started.
Okay.
Gang, gang.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Small forehead. I'm jealous.
I think it's so big.
It's not.
What? No, it's not.
It's like the size
Yeah.
of
This
my
is
Can't relate.
Mine is like so nice.
Ew.
I'm serious.
You have a small forehead, dude. I'm so jealous. My forehead is like 2 of your foreheads together.
All right, so for this, we are not applying oil all over first before the massage movements. We are applying it as we go, okay? And this is in a certain order, okay? We don't want to change this order up. We want to do it exactly as it says on our paper and exactly how I'm doing it now. Okay, so you need very minimal product for this. The goal at the end is to have it look like the skin is naturally glistening. You don't want to see water dripping off the face, and you don't want to see an oil slick on the face. It wants to just have that natural light glow. So and you don't want to break contact with the guest, right? Because that's jarring. So what we do is we hold our Gokarna. I hold it in my non-dominant hand, and I just keep it here. And then I perform skin balancing with just one hand, and that's how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so when I need more product, I can just go ahead and dip. All right, so first I'm gonna start up at the heart center, we call it. The heart center is in the middle. It's not really directly above the heart.
So are you dipping your hands in the water and then the oil?
I'm sorry, I'm only doing
Using
the
the
oil
oil,
first.
okay.
So we're going to massage the oil in first in a certain sequence, and then we're going to effleurage the oil next. Okay, I'll show you. All right, so first of all, we're going to start at the heart center. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to circle 5 to 7 times, just like this.
Are you applying pressure?
Yeah, I'm applying pressure. Not deep pressure, I'd say like medium pressure. You just kind of want it to absorb into the skin. Okay, and then we're going to transfer over right above the armpit. It's called our axillary area. Okay, if you feel you have enough oil so that you have some slip, but not enough so that you can see the oil on the skin, that's good. You can just keep it. But if you need more, and it depends on the guest. Some guests absorb oil super quickly. They're just dry. Some guests, that oil can last for a while. Margarita's skin is, it's lasting. So I'm just gonna use it. You're gonna go over to the left axillary area 5 to 7 times. Okay, then you're gonna transfer over to the right axilla. I need more. So I'm gonna come over just a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna circle here. Okay, so that's the décolleté. Then I'm gonna go up the neck. All right, I'm feeling a drag. As soon as you start feeling a drag, that's your cue to get more oil. And I'm just a little bit. Okay, so then I'm circling the neck. We're always using circular motions when applying oil. And this is also stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest. So it is calming her down as well.
Is it calming you down?
I was just gonna ask.
So.
Okay.
Low key.
So after that, we are gonna get the chin. Okay, I'm still feeling oil. on my hand, so I'm just gonna use it. Okay, after that, we're going to transfer to the left cheek. I'm feeling a drag now, so I'm going to be taking more, just a little bit.
Is that still like the 5 to 7 times, or?
Yes. And then I'm going down and around to the other cheek. Okay, and you can get the sides of the nose as well when you're on each side of the cheek. So when I was over here, I could have gotten this side. That would just feel more natural. Okay. And we're coming up, feeling a drag. I'm gonna get the forehead. Okay, so that is our oil, and I don't want to break contact. So ideally this would have already been poured, but that's okay. Still haven't broken contact. So now I don't want water dripping, remember? I'm just taking a little bit. So I like to flick the water. Okay, so my hand is still here. I'm coming in with my right hand. As I'm doing that, I could set this down, come over with my left. I want to feel the water on the skin. I want to feel it moving on the skin, but I don't want to feel it dripping. Okay, now I'm effleuraging water, not rubbing water. I'll go back, get more. It'll take a lot of practice to know how much water you should use. Usually people use too much at first. And we're effleuraging up the face. Okay, see how the skin, it's glowing. You don't see water dripping. You don't see water sitting. You don't see an oil slick. Her skin looks like it's glowing.
Yeah.
You look good, Mark.
It does look really good.
Yeah, girl.
It really does.
So that
You look like a
is how
dime.
it should be done.
Start doing this every day.
Conditions to go straight
I
into.
know.
Essentially, that concludes day 4. That's all we did. We were really busy in the spa. We were constantly doing something the entire day. Of course, we started off the day though, because it's the end of the week, with like our weekly announcements, which we're not a fan of. Esty girls really don't care for them just because they neglect our department. They really do neglect estheticians as a whole in Aveda. That's just the tea, at least from my personal experience in my school. I don't know everybody else who goes to Aveda. I don't know if y'all feel that or not, but in my school specifically, I feel like estheticians are really disregarded, and it's kind of like sad, and it's kind of like tea, but that's the truth, and we all feel it. So it's not anything that I'm just kind of mustering up in my brain. We all feel it. These weekly announcements are basically just for cosmetologists. Like, they talk about hair, they talk about nails, they don't talk about makeup, they don't talk about skincare. It's always just hair and nails. And it's honestly so aggravating, and it's like, why do we even come to these? Like, this is so pointless for us. Like, there's none of this has anything to do with us. Like, it's just stupid. But I don't know, that's just my personal opinion on that. I mean, like I said, I'm keeping it real with you guys, raw and uncut. That's how I feel about those weekly announcements. But we started off the day with that. I forgot to mention this for some reason, but in those weekly announcements, they also announce like any events coming up. And there are a couple coming up for us, actually. There is going to be some sort of like fashion show for hair and makeup. We're able to like submit things that we've accomplished and like our personal work to whoever is planning the event, and they can approve or deny us to actually work the event, and you'll get hours for it and all that good stuff. But because the SD girls are still in intro and some of the cos girls are still in intro, we're not able to participate, unfortunately. And I was really sad because I really, like, as soon as I seen it, like, my face lit up. Like, I was like, yes, like, I'm doing that, but like, we can't. So that kind of sucked. But career fair is coming up on the 17th of next month, and we are all open to going to that. The only downside is that it is during the day, so I'm gonna have to like take off work or something because I refuse to miss it. But yeah, it's during the day only, so when by the time like they leave, we'll be coming. So if we want to go, we have to make it happen and make the day available to us so we can actually get in there and, you know, present our resumes and present our work and stuff. That's something that I'm really, really, really excited about for the 17th, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make myself look very professional, show my drive, show my skill set, so that way I can get hired, like, as soon as I get out of school or while I'm in school, because like, this is what I want to do. This is truly it for me, and I feel that every day when I go to school, and I know that every day when I go to school. So like, I definitely am going to take this career fair so seriously because I want to be taken seriously, like, in the industry, you know what I mean? So like, I'm really excited about that. That's coming up on the 17th of September, so I'm gonna start preparing for that, and I will try and show you guys like what I put together for like my resume and like some key points I'm gonna show to these salons and spas, so hopefully I get a chance. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated and posted on that. So yeah, guys, that is all that I have. This concludes week 5. Honestly, this has been a very crazy and fun and great week. I'm really excited for next week. We do have a test next Thursday. We're gonna be learning some more hands-on stuff next week. So really excited. Honestly, I'm just happy. Like, I'm so happy at school. I love school. I'm really happy to be sharing it with a great bunch of girls and you guys. So yeah, if you guys are excited to see what's going on and to continue following me on this journey, of course, be sure that you are subscribed to my channel and also have those post notifications on, so that way you don't miss out on any time I do post a new weekly update and any other video that I have coming. Also, don't hesitate to follow me on all of my social media accounts. I will have them linked and listed right down below in the description box for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel, and I will definitely catch you next time.